Voter apathy in Jamaica remains a significant concern for stakeholders, and experts argue that it's imperative for the government to intensify efforts to address this pressing issue. More in part 2 of this report.
With voter turnout in Jamaica on a steady decline, pundits are calling for swift action on the part of the government to re-energize the voting populace. Dr. Canute Thompson, senior lecturer on educational policy, planning and leadership, suggests undertaking a more systemic engagement with people to better understand what their needs are. That, he says, may require the stimulation of the formation of more political parties.
By having multiple political parties, the probability is that there is a greater chance that there will be an understanding of the issues that people face and an alignment between the political parties' agenda and that of the people's agenda.
Coupled with this, he would support state funding for the campaigns of the parties that meet an established minimum member count.
Think of half a dozen groups coming together, or half a dozen groups being formed as political parties, each of which must register at least 5,000 people, for example, probably 10,000, and I would suggest no more than 10,000, that's their members. You then at least could probably increase the voter turnout by that number.
Constitutional scholar Dr. Lloyd Barnett adds voter apathy continues to run rampant because people simply don't think it's in their best interest to participate. He believes that the government contributes to this by persistently doing the bare minimum.
For instance, in the last local government elections, which we have just experienced, when did the parties publish their manifesto?
Days before.
More than 90% of the population did not speak before the election day. So it is the sort of almost disregard of the people that is causing the lack of interest. And people feel it doesn't make any difference because the politicians don't really value their interests very, very much. They just want their support.
Dr. Barnett says Jamaica's democracy is at risk if the people continue to withdraw their participation. Natalia Clark, CVM News.